Hey everybody, it's Bust, continuing our playthrough of the Path of Champions. Today, we will be tackling Annie's 2-star quest, the Master of Shadows, doing battle up against Zed, and let's take a peek at our Annie real quick. And so, in terms of our Annie, she still is hanging out at 0 stars. No star fragments today. We have to do the hard battles against the 2-star champions, a little bit hamstrung, if you will. In terms of her champion level, we do have her up to champion level 8, and with the relic, we are still sticking with the when I'm summoned, refill your spell mana. And so, that is our champion. Let's get ourselves out here to battle. If I can figure out how to play the adventure. Oh, so many things to click on. Oh my gosh, just let me do it, game. There we go. The adventure begins. Let's see, this one could be a little tough. Some of these Zed rounds can be spicy and challenging, especially when we don't have that mana boost at the beginning of the game that you would get from the star powers. And so we'll see what we can do. We'll try our best. I'm not really interested in any of these starting powers. None of them are that good. Sparring Student one could be okay, but let's look for something a little bit more powerful. And there we go, Mana Flow. We don't have the plus mana from our star powers, but we can at least get it from the epics or from the powers. And so, looking good there. On the way to the Sparring Student, when a unit is summoned, give its weakest ally +1/+1. Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to need stuff a little bit cheaper. We'll hang on to the Legion Saboteur. Otherwise, we're just looking for our Annies in terms of our early starts here. Bringing out emotes, bruh. I'll cupcake you right from the start. Such a big hit. If we had the star powers, I think it would be okay to just absorb that. But given that we don't, I'm going to play it a little bit more passively. Just go ahead and take the block and see if we can't preserve our health as we run through the trial here. All right, nice attack. Oh, the disintegrates coming through. You're not attacking this turn, bro. just get that out of here. Not happening. Alright, maybe it'll be enough this turn with the gray back and getting some additional bonuses. Death's Hand can deal some damage if it needs to. I think we're okay. Got him lethal. Good, so it was nice. Nice we prevented that damage from the Sparring Student. Didn't turn out to need that aggression. Cool. All right, what do the spoils bring us? Something awesome, I'm sure. Definitely don't need more disintegrates. I'm kind of okay with Wiggly Burblefish, but we haven't been playing like a ton of spells. We'll have to like kind of keep in mind that we have the Burblefish in our deck, and then maybe we build to it to a degree. Or it's, kind of fine if you're just playing it on turn 4 for 4 mana or so, and then you still get to pick up all of the additional spells. And so you can have like 4 and 5 regions in your deck and pick up a bunch of things with this. So we'll see what we can do. We'll try to build around the Burblefish as we can. Now that we've got it as our first pick, we can kind of keep that in mind for the rest of the way as we go. Okay, so what do we want to do with these? I like this cheap Sejuani to a degree. That really kind of locks us in into not needing any more expensive cards between Sejuani and the Burblefish. I'm not going to get too much usage out of Pantheon, so we can let him go. And then there's the always just kind of like generally good Renekton. I think I'm kind of okay with the Sejuani. We do have some minor combos as well in terms of like, say, playing Death's Hand and using that to level up the Wolf Rider. I think this will be okay. Also helps us pick up some additional factions in terms of using our Burblefish. But now I see this champion item chest over to the left, and so I'm going to chase after additional Annie items. So when the foe's units have Nexus Strike, create a Shadow Fiend in hand. Definitely look to be getting some blocks if we have to, some chump blocks if you will. All right, Legion Saboteur to start. No Annies, unfortunately. Bringing all these emotes. It's all about the cupcake, dude. Eh. I forgot they all had free attack. Okay. We're just gonna have to like drain them out of cards. Okay. No Nexus strikes, please. So let's just go ahead and stun the spirits. Give us a chance to build up just a little bit. And now we can more kind of freely block if we have to.
You want to see some cool tricks, Faye?
Sure. Just keep the little biter off me. Come on. Is that all you got?
Alright, so we got free attacks with everybody now. I think we're good. I think we probably turned the corner in this one.
Gonna get bit.
Good job, good job, Spellslinger. You did everything that was asked of you. You prevented an attack. You stopped a fell fiend. It's looking good. Why do we only get one spell? When I'm summoned, create in hand. I thought it created one for all of your factions. When I'm summoned, create in hand a random 1-cost spell from your regions. Oh. Thought we were going to be drawing like 5 cards a turn. I guess that's not the way it works. You live and you learn, am I right?
I have my orders.
Okay, looking to Yibin worn down this Ren.
You can do better than that. In position. School's out.
Get the kill this way, right? Protect our prefect. Not really interested in Captive Greyback. He's just a little bit too slow. It's good to me. Sejuani is ready to party, but I think that, well, I mean, we might as well, right? We only have the mana to do either or, so let's just go ahead and Frostbite this thing, and now we have Sejuani on the board.
Leave no survivors. The winter's claw strikes.
Okay. That's one way to get all the Shadow Fiends in your hand. Nice little combo, bro. Alright, so we'll end up winning the game next turn, but we did just have to take a bunch of damage, which is a little unfortunate. Neg 17 coming across, though. Alright. Have to take that combo into constructed. The ephemeral summoner thing along with the shadows and dust. Aight. But what do we have here? These cards, not that exciting. I definitely don't want the Bone Scryer. The discard thing is okay. And we don't need top end in terms of this Spirit Walker. So let's just re-roll and see if we can't find something a little bit more useful. Battle Fury. I mean, I always have to just take the Battle Fury. It's it's just too much fun. Let's be real. So we'll add that one to our deck. Get something for Annie here. I'm leaning just towards the Spell Shield. I think that'll be, get a little bit of safety net onto her. And into the Lingering Shadows. So when a unit dies, grant a random unit in that player's hand +1 attack. You got it. All right. None of those cards are Annie. There's one. I'm gonna let this one just happen. I don't feel like it's like too greedy. He is gonna get the Nexus Strike, so he gets the new one in his hand. But we'll try and come at it with some more of these spells in the following turn.
Whoa! I can see the magic. I want to learn.
I think this is okay. Let's get rid of it. Now we're in the space to do the Wolf Rider Death's Hand. Alright. Hopefully we weren't too greedy here.
Or shadow.
about to have all the mana in the world. That's at least kind of cool. House Spider's safe. We'll still have the 4 mana to attack with after this. He can block Annie here, which is fine. We have an additional one in hand.
Smell that barg? Fear.
All right, we got all the mana in the world now. You gotta give me some 8 drops to play with this. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, dude. Make me make a sad noise. We Telstone anything here? No, these are all too expensive. Can now, if we play Annie and get the 3 mana back, now we can play a Whirling Death out of this thing. Okay. Do we want to just save it and try and kill with it next turn, though? Probably not. Okay, and then we'll still have the mana to follow up with the Saboteur. Should be enough to catch a lethal. Pretty scary board that was coming at us, but I think we're okay at this point. If we don't win off of our next attack, we're most definitely going to be dead, but I think this is going to be good enough. Thanks, Burblefish. That was exactly what we needed. I planned it that way. You all don't see the 4D chess and the big brain moves happening in my brain piece over here, but I certainly planned it that way. GG. Let's go make some more friends. What do we got? More prefects. I'm not like excited about adding in the nab ability, but we're picking up a bunch of stuff that's actually copies in our deck, and these aren't just new cards, so we're getting to bonus up some of the things we already have. I think the Mana Soul Student is probably just not good enough. This is a card I usually like to just cut out of our decks. We'll just pick up the additional copy of the Prefect, even though I'm not like really amped about the nabs. All right, what is this? Draw 2, copy me, so we draw 4 for 2 mana. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. The rest of these cards are kind of bad. Right? What's the Golden Herald? Play and round start, summon 2 Sand Soldiers and grant them +2/+2. It's not bad. We don't have any combos with it, though. Not interested in fast draw. I'm going to re-roll this. See if we can't find something good. No, he didn't. Those previous cards were a lot more powerful. So do we want this Ruined Reckoner? That's the only one I'm really like leaning towards here. Definitely don't want the fast draw. I mean, give me barrier. It's just not doing it for me. I'm just gonna let these go. All right, round start. Stun the player's weakest unit, which is Annie. It's always Annie. Found her.
To gain the strength of rivers.
Explosives primed.
We'll just take the damage. I'm hoping we aren't falling like too low, but our hand is like too good here to just let this trade happen.
Hi, are you new too? I'm Annie. You're something special, aren't you, Annie?
What do we got? This is going to be a good disintegrate one way or another. Whatever unity. No. almost disintegrated our own unit there. Okay. Ooh, that was close.
What you got?
Should have sagged.
All right, feel a little bit better now. We did get to pick up a card off of the nab as well, which was kind of nice. Maybe my expectations were too low in the value of the nab. It's at least good here.
Whoa, I can see the magic.
All right, so the new question is, can we ever get a lethal this turn, right? We can hit for 3, like this would be 7, like 8, 9. We're getting kind of close, but I think we're a little short. So the Mana Soul student should help in terms of giving us bigger boosts off of the prefect.
You can do better than that.
Gets him down to 3. Okay. So I think we're okay. I think the only way that they tend to have to give out elusives is the Fey Guide. I don't know if it's even in the deck, but if his play is Fey Guide, we have the Burble Fish is to come down as a blocker. It's probably still just the best one. Blade's Edge, ready for action.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the
Tippers!
Come on. That all you got?
Looking good. I think we're strong.
I see you there. They're here. Sound the alarm.
We win just attacking. We have all this mana, but probably shouldn't risk it.
The bite doesn't hurt, but the venom sure does.
So we'll stun the thing, we'll play Tibbers if they have an additional unit, and then that should be enough to close out the game.
You can do better than that.
Send the Tibbers right back to our hand? Okay. We should be good now. Still gets the animations, though. Alright, GG, Feyblade Twirler. Okay.
Did you like that, Tibbers? Wasn't it fun?
That was super fun. All right, what do you got for us? The elusive Mighty Poro. Not quite what I'm looking for here. I think I'm fine enough with the quick attack Boom Crew Rookie. It's not that the quick attack is that great as much as we want this attack ability skill thing, and so I think that will be okay. He at least works with Disintegrate and stuff. Tasty Feyfolk has a lot of potential. It's a heal, or you can get a Feyfolk with an ability, and Feyfolk with quick attack looks quite nice. Onto the healer. I think I'm okay with just cutting a card now that we picked up the Tasty Feyfolk. So let's get rid of the Captive Greyback. It's pretty slow and meh. I could also see an argument for getting rid of the Wolf Rider. Like, the only real Wolf Rider combo we have is with the Swain Blade Death's Hand. So let's just get rid of the Wolf Rider, actually. I'm happy with Sejuani. I'm happy with the 2-drop Overwhelm. But that guy there's kind of weak. Alright, so when one of the foe's allies challenges, they get tough. There's some tough challenges you're doing, Fiora. They're also pretty good at challenging down Annies, and so let's see what we can do. This is a reasonable enough keep. I'm thinking of getting rid of the rookie just to look for some interactivity. Maybe that's a little bit safer. But I wanted to hang on to the Spellslinger so that we can come down and stun Fiora.
Come out, wherever you are.
No one's the wiser.
Okay, so we'll attack if he doesn't block, which I'm not really expecting him to block. It's not a great one. We'll go ahead and play the Death's Hand. I want to get this War Chefs off the board. It's going to be like if we wait till next turn and it challenges one of our units and gets tough, it's kind of a problem. He plays Fiora. I say, LOL, here comes a stun. And now we do have a little bit of worries in the next turn. We don't have a great way to deal with Fiora in terms of, like, we don't have any removal spells. Still going to be attacking, though.
Whoa! I can see the magic.
They'll never see it coming.
It's so
This gives us a 3 damage Annie ability, right? The way it should work is the Saboteur triggers. That will trigger the Mana Soul student. That's enough to flip Annie. It gets her up to 6, and then since she's flipped, she should get the 3 damage thing. It's not enough to kill Fiora, but it'll put the Tibbers in our hand, and all of our future Annies will be flipped.
I want to play a game of hide and burn. It's almost time.
Right in that? Yeah, it's a 3 damage shield. So that'll actually stun, right? If the unit survives the shield, then they get stunned with Annie. Looks good to me. Tibber's ready to come down and fuck shit up. he's a little small at the moment, but he's ready to pull that off. Ooh, that was just a ridiculously perfect draw in Sejuani, getting the shutdown onto Fiora. I like it.
Favorite Aminal.
Your aura is so blue.
Okay, I think we win now. That was a very aggressive turn for opponent that just didn't really work out that well. Look at all these booms. I love it at this point that we still have so much going on with our mana, right? We have the 2 Burble Fishes to draw. Those will give us some more spells. My ultimate concern with these is typically having enough stuff to do. And I like that we're getting at this stage. We haven't invested too heavily in our top end, but we still have plenty of stuff to do. But you got Guile. We've been hitting pretty hard with these Burblefish 1-drops. We're gonna lose some stuff here. It looks like we'll lose both of our champions, but I think we're still in a fairly strong space. I just took some oddly poor hooks. I guess his units don't die here, but it seems like he could have done that a little bit better. Okay, I think we're fine. He's invested very heavily in that Fiora, who's about to get stunned. We have a removal spell for this damaged dude, so he's only going to get 3 blocks this turn. I think we're probably a little bit short of lethal. Am I right on that?
Venom sure does.
We're going to be hitting for like 5 damage or so, but his blocks onto Tibbers aren't good. Well, if he'd blocked Tibbers, he could have prevented the lethal. But I guess if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. You're going to give us the win, then we'll take it. GG, Fiora. She said, I see you're coming into the 2-star battle with 0 stars. I give you a little bit of advantage if I can. All right, so what do we got? Elusive Annie, not that bad. I think I'm a little bit more interested in Challenger, though. One of the problems we'll run into with Zed is just having a way to interact with his elusiveness, and Annie with Challenger is a way that we can interact with Zed. Like, I guess you can technically just block with the elusive Tabby, but that doesn't seem too strong. Oh, geez. We got Yip's Genius. How many 1-drops do we have? Just Annie and the Saboteur. It's a little unfortunate. Like, I think we're still just going to take it and then consider picking up more 1-drops as we roll around, but we're not going to get enough value out of these other ones. Like, the game starts sparring students, whatever. Our created cards, we just don't have any. Well, I guess we have the Burblefish ones, right? We can generate free spells with the Burblefish, but none of that seems as interesting as just, say, giving Annie +2/+2. So, Yip's Genius it is. Not going to go battle the Epic. I don't like going down this route when we don't have any star powers, and so we'll skip over that. Head down to the Treetop Ambush. The foes, what's this do? Round start, get the foe's strongest unit Challenger, and the foe's weakest unit Elusive. And then if they have no units, do nothing. All right, got that Annie start. I'll go ahead and hang on to the Death's Hand because we already have Annie. And so maybe we'll get an early game kill with it. Nice little bit of interactivity there. All right, Challenger Spell Shield Annie, +2/+2. Not bad, not bad. That would be constructed worthy. I would take this one to the ladder.
See the world through
So we'll get a free block onto this unit now if we need to. Lots of interesting things we can do. Wish we could spend all of our mana here, but looks like we'll be a little bit short of doing that. Getting the prefect down is kind of nice, though.
Special, aren't you, Annie? You can do better than that. This way. Let's go.
All right. Come in for the maximum damage.
Come on. That all you got?
Kinku, hold fast.
Sure. All right, not bad, not bad. We've managed their board pretty well. Their round start ability is not getting to do anything. We can shut down whatever play they have now with Sejuani. Looks good. Still attacking. All right, where'd they get a damage from? Whatever. And whatever.
Looks like I'm ready. Bye-bye. Got what I came for.
Old maps let young eyes see clearly.
Okay, so I'm going to want to Annie hook something that she can actually kill, and everyone else is just good to attack. If he wants to block the Keeper of Masks for the value block, we do have a Disintegrate to try and take the unit down with, but we're just going to be like really close to ending this game.
Come on. That all you got?
Cupcake. Alright, hopefully we can get Young Witch down before he tries to deal damage to us. I mean, I don't think it's really going to matter, but would be nice to have a little bit of defensivity, should we need it. Give me some of that defensivity, bro.
Why, hello there.
Okay, take the full clear on their board and call it a day. Oh no, that guy has quick attack. We wasted the Disintegrate. Oops. We got Tibbers in hand. Maybe that doesn't count as wasting it, but the Disintegrate's not going to get the kill.
We don't want any trouble.
Alright, dude, here comes the squad.
Hurry up.
Stand and
Come on. That all you got?
A taste of my skill.
Okay. This is another one of those spots where it may have been a little bit safer to say play the Spellslinger, stun as Usari, drop Tibbers on whatever the next unit is. But I figured we'd just attack and get the kill. And guess what? We did it. All right, more Battle Furies. Is that what life is all about today? I'm surprised we haven't even just drawn it yet. That's been kind of odd, but sure, sounds better than more Captive Greybacks. I don't want that card in our deck to begin with. So get rid of you. Take the gold into the shop. What do we got? Something cool. Howling Abyss is always cool. Countdown 3, deal damage to the enemy nexus equal to twice my cost. So you just do 12 to the enemy nexus. I'm not that interested. I think I am interested in Dust Up Diplomacy and the Prefect. Let's check out the power real quick. Oh, Jesus. Round start rally? Okay. Not going to let that one go, but let's cycle back. This Prefect is looking pretty spectacular with the +3 attack. That's kind of insane. And then Dust Up Diplomacy works fantastically with Annie, especially when it just actually starts in our hand. And so let me go ahead and make sure we get the item on the Prefect. We'll probably come back and buy more copies of it, but I want to then circle to the Dust Up Diplomacies. I think we just have the money to do all of this. Back to the Prefect. Yeah. Do we want a single copy of the Howling Abyss? Okay. Why not? That was a pretty good shop. So now, onto the foe. With the foe gets the attack token, they get a Fleet Feather Tracker. And then we're going to go LOL, Dust Up Diplomacy. Nice to see it. We are ready to crush now. These powers have been pretty spectacular. Okay. I'm feeling good about taking down Zed now.
Come on, Tibbers. It's fight time.
Oh, hang on. Oh, it deals 1 to all enemies. I thought that was targeted. Cool. Even better. And then that 1-cost follower gets the Yip Genius. Oh, man. Oh, man. We are rolling now. I didn't even stop to envision all the sweet combos we're going to have off of that thing. Pretty sweet. All right, opponent. Good luck. What more is there to say? So much going on.
Are you new too? I'm Annie. You're something special, aren't you, Annie?
Just fuck him up. This is gonna be quite the face smashing. Laser Kitty. I'm not sure what interactivity this deck is going to have, so I will add in our second prefect. I don't think it's going to be relevant, but might as well play it safe.
That all you got? You can do better than that.
Rip it. GG. What do we got? Do we need more Howling Abysses at this point? Not really, but we only have like 1 copy in our deck. Well, this is nice when you're adding the Game Start Draw Me If Not in your hand. It's not a card I really want, but if we're going to start with it, I think that's okay. Don't want to go to the shop. We don't have enough money, so we'll hit up the item chest. -2 cost on Burblefish is good. Saboteur is good. All of these cards are good. I'm leaning towards just the Saboteur. I think we have enough in terms of like mana and things to do. I think the Burblefish is going to start looking at like one of the weaker cards in our deck now that we've come in and picked up a lot of these just really high-powered plays. Get the Captive Grey back out of here. Say, what up, Zed? Let's do some battle. So, round end. If the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. And so, what you tend to commonly see against Zed is he attacks with Zed, he makes the mirror image, and then you just block 1 to keep him from flipping. If you only block 1 against this instance of Zed, then they'll strike your Nexus at the end of the turn, and he'll get the flip that way. Not a great mulligan picking up the dust-up diplomacy, but I think we'll still be okay here.
Let's go make some friends, Tibbers.
I plan on this unit dying anyways, so it's not going to strike us post-combat.
My order. They'll never see it coming. Behind you.
We're just going to go straight murder mode on this Zed. We're so strong. So strong today.
There's magic, and then there's me.
So do we want to give up the Annie to take down the Zed? Oh, no, we don't have to do that. Right? We can dust up Diplomacy. That'll make him have a minus health, and then we can kill him with the Annie ability. Oh my gosh, this game's so done. So done, Zed. Why did you even bother showing up today?
My history.
I want to play.
Getting that turn 3 Tibbers. Feels pretty good. I don't think we're going to have the mana to play Tibbers this game. What you got? Watch this, Zed. Watch this. Nope.
Spell Embers.
Nice try, dude.
They'll never see it coming.
School suck.
Alright. Get this Zed down here to the end. Call it a day. GG. Ripper Rooski. Thanks for the effort. Thanks for the play. Good game. It's not bad, not bad. Things did get a little out of hand there at the end. That shop, well, let's be real, that was absurd. Picking up the dust up, the bonus to the prefect, and then the round start rally. All of that was pretty powerful, but I think we had the tools one would need to just come in and close that out anyways. The big thing that we started picking up on there early is you do know that you're going to be facing Zed at the end, and you have to have some kind of interactivity. You can't just be like, okay, well, here's Zed coming at us. Ooh, can't block it. So then he's just going to start popping off and just getting more and more strong. You have to have some kind of way to come down and interact with Zed. And that's why we decided to come in and pick up this Challenger on Annie, was knowing that, okay, well, we can play Annie on turn 1 and then be able to challenge down Zed with her Molten Shield ability. And then otherwise just have some kind of answer to that. And so I think we handled that quite nicely with the Annie. Things did get out of hand there at the end, but as you're rolling through this with the lower quality star levels, that's one of the big things that you'll run into problems with into this adventure is saying, hey, how do I answer Zed? If I've just selected a bunch of units or if my curve is too high, you're really going to come out here and struggle. But you got to be able to pick up something to take down a Zed, a burn spell, a Death's Hand, a Challenger, whatever, some way to get him off of the board. And so, that is that. Thank everybody for visiting. Hope you have yourselves a good one out there.